We'll get to the bottom of this murder. May the Carja song end in justice. When Sakuli's finished, you'll be able to see her painting from anywhere in Song's Edge.
I hear the whispers of the spirits in the machines, and I fear the things about which they whisper.
You can never stop pushing yourself. A Wirak is only as strong as its weakest hunter.
I don't see what's wrong with the traditional paintings. Sakuri overcomplicate things.
She spends all day up on that scaffold, spreading paint across the stone.
Pleasant days.
Inatut. As we are bound by laws, you are bound by wire. Yet your crime was the act of killing. So we must drive you out. Away from the Wirak, from protection, from our songs.
My chieftain, Kopalai, am I not your favorite fighter? Do you not recognize me from this tooth you knocked out?
How many times have I pulled you from danger by your neck? Made excuses for your behavior? You are my favorite! But the shaman is decided. While you wait for exile, think on what brought you here.
A test of strength! Who among us would refuse a challenge from an outlander? Not I! But I did not kill him!
Hush, hush. You can tell your story to the ice.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
You took Artok's mantle.
It's mine now.
I would like to see that fight.
They said that you killed someone.
Perhaps I did. If even my chieftain accepts it, it must be so.
That's not the way it works for me. Want to tell me your story?
I did fight with the Karja hunter to settle a challenge. That much is true. He was strong and damn quick. We traded punches. Good punches. Hard punches. And the next thing I remember... gray morning light, and the Karja beside me, with his head broken open. But the blow was not by my hand.
Isn't your Wirak supposed to support you? At least give you the benefit of the doubt?
When our Wirak had cause to quarrel, I was a solution. To fight for its honor and win, they'd call on me. Or, when they needed someone to lose, for appearances, I could do that too. Now an outlander is murdered without honor, all eyes are on me. I have become my Wirak's shame.
They don't want an incident with the Karja, so you take the fall.
That is what I do best.
So everyone knows you started the fight with this man?
Of course! For honor, I'll fight anyone. If I wasn't bound, I'd fight to prove myself right now!
I don't think that would help you.
This is what I am. Each runner in the Wirak has a gift. I brawl. None can take a punch, a fall better than I can. Until this time, I was too drunk. We were grappling. He clapped my ears. I took one last swing as I went down, but not a killing blow. It can't have been.
And for your punishment, they'll exile you from the Warwick?
From warmth, march me up the slopes of the cloud shear, leave me stripped and exposed.
That's awful.
If I survive, the land has absolved me. That's the law. It must be accepted.
It's still awful.
I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
I'll be honest. You haven't got a good defense, Inatut.
I've heard that one before.
Where did the fight happen?
A clearing, just outside the Karja Outlanders camp. You should talk to them. They wouldn't hear me out. They say no one else could have been there, other than me and the dead man.
The shaman consulted the signs in the snow and agreed.
I'll see what I can find out. And I'll be back.
I'll be here. What else am I gonna do? Until the horn gives a call from my exile.
This part of the punishment stretches out like watching an icicle, waiting to fall.
You wear Aratak's pride, but we are not equals.
Glad to get that cleared up. I talked with Inatut.
You're an outlander. This is our concern, not yours.
If he's falsely accused, that should concern anyone.
He is suffering. My Warwick is suffering. It is my burden to end this matter.
My chieftain wants justice to be seen. When we take Inatut to the Cloud Shear, the ice will be an absolute judge. Even the Karja will agree.
Any other. Welcome to the cut.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she.
He should not pile his
Let us
father's
be the
guilt
first
onto the new
peace.
Karja King's
We
shoulders.
also remember the
These are different
ravenous
times.
tribe who delighted in
Sakuli
sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous
Why do the Chris
tribe
need fancy
were
colors
never
spread
far
across them?
behind.
Why can't
Seeking
Sakura
a way
just
to
leave things
defeat
alone?
them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind her. Great calm.
Sakuli's painting the dresses.
We spent a lot of time clinging to Banner's crags, Araya and I. But I knew she'd climb where I couldn't follow.
I know it's hard to lose a friend, Sakuli. I seem to see a lot of it.
It aches. But I won't let myself cry. This thin air freezes the tears to your cheeks. Would you look at that, Nora girl? You've bought me all I need. Do you always travel with your pockets full of paint stuffs?
Honestly, Sakuli, I go around filling my pockets with most of everything.
Stop, stop. I'm beginning to like you. I work alone, but come back around later, and I'll have something for you then.
That's me.
Maybe it's a machine rider who looks like you.
Where's she going?
You tell me. To ruins or mountains, through flood or thaw, past, future, destiny. But I don't think she's scared of any of it. You helped me. Inspired me. And the people of the Cut. Let this be inspiration for you. wherever you may run.
Banuk survive in the cut through endurance and determination. Bandits are the leeches sucking at our veins.
The Oseram, with their ridiculous ideas about women. How many great warriors have they ignored?
Allow yourself a little pride, Outlander. Many Banuk try their whole lives to win at the hunting grounds.
Watch. Those bandits will put the weak and helpless in the ground.
Bergrand, how'd your investment pay out?
Quite handsomely, thanks very much. You know those three crazy Banuk are calling themselves the Scars of the North now? Well, now that I have those parts, I can pay off a debt of my own.
So they've gone south then?
Aye, that they have. I've got a friend in the Sundom by the name of O'Toole. He owes me a favor. Old O'Toole is a machine scavenger, a pretty competent one. So I sent them to learn from the best.
Or at least from the pretty competent.
Well, we work with the resources we have. Speaking of which, here, a token of my gratitude.
The best thing I can say of Sekuli's painting is that she finished making it.
If you run into the Scars of the North again, send them my regards.
Ah, there you are.
I heard. Aratak told me about Araya.
I'm sorry, Naltuk.
No apologies. Aratak said that in the end, she was filled with the blue light. She got what she always wanted, didn't she? Each time I doubt my way forward, I think I should seek her guidance. And then I remember. The only guidance I'll receive is my own. Which will have to be good enough. There's much to do.
The Fire Claws. Aratak asked me to help hunt them down.
It's a dire task, but it occupies my attention, so I suppose I'm grateful for it. My scouts have tracked them across the cut.
I'd like to think you're right, Naltuk. About Araya getting what she wanted.
I'm sure she did. All her victories. Surviving the Karja, communing with the spirit, defeating the daemon. Every goal she ever set for herself, she accomplished. And in the end, she was rewarded with the blue light itself. The songs say that our bodies are poor vessels for the light. Our hearts are too dark. But at least for a moment, before she passed, I hope she felt what it was like to be part of it.
You don't sound like you trust yourself to take Araya's place.
Araya inspired. Whatever we encountered, the new machines, the slaughter at Thunder's drum, We knew we would endure. Because she had endured worse. I don't know that I have her confidence. Trust is earned, Aloy. Even in oneself.
You earned Aurea's trust, didn't you? She believed you were up to this. And so do I.
Do you?
I wouldn't have said it if I hadn't meant it.
And I suppose I'd better live up to your expectations.
I've already found the fire claws in Altuk. It's over.
That's it then. That's the last of the daemon's work washed away. The last notes of Aurea's song sung. The Cut is a safer place to live because of what you've accomplished. And now it's time to start anew.
I'm glad I could be a part of it.
As are we all, Aloy. Thank you.
The Tallneck walks free. Testament to survival and the power of the blue light. We run into each other again. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were following me.
I'm tired.
Just as I suspected. Sakuli's new painting rejects all tradition.
So, machines in the South suffer their own sort of corruption. I wonder what sort of challenge they present.
I don't wanna.
These new Karja offer peace to the Banuk. None will forget the Red Raids, but perhaps...
They say it was Inatud who killed the Karja. We were drinking together only a few nights ago.
You've beaten a champion's time. Perhaps I misjudged you. It saddens me that the young hunters grow up not ever knowing the time before the derangement.
This machine has served its purpose.
So many come to the Sundom and can't be bothered to work. You don't seem like the rest.
My mother told me to steer clear of Outlanders, but you seem friendly enough.
Sometimes you just have to sit back, take a breath, and let it go away.
Back again, Huntress?
I was asked to look into the murder of a Karja hunter. What happened?
It's plain as day. A drunk Banuk thug picked a fight with Ruas, struck him down from behind and stole his headdress.
The accused man says that he didn't do it.
You're not going to get anything useful out of the Banuk, whether they talk to you or don't. They gather up like cloaks in a chill wind every time a hunter dies out here. Won't even hand Ruas's killer over for a proper trial.
A proper trial?
To fill his mouth with salt, and hold him up for the sun to consider over days. If it is clement, it may only take his sight, or his wits.
So other Karja hunters have died in these lands before?
3, maybe 4 in the last few seasons. That's no surprise. This place punishes even the prepared, and many young nobles don't prepare. But usually the snow covers everything, and the bodies are never found. No thanks to the Banuk.
Do you think they're involved?
No. If it's not about their tribe, they don't want to get involved.
In these outlands, even the sun cannot thaw all it touches.
Doesn't sound like you trust the Banuk much.
They're not without their reasons to keep apart from us. 10 years of reasons.
Always the war. The war is over. We made amends, but no. The land never forgets.
Snow and ice keep memory, they say.
It takes time for scars to heal.
You think I don't know that? I still bear the lashes for refusing one of the Mad King's sun priests. I was your age then.
Times of shadow. Times of shadow.
Where did you find Ruas's body?
There's no hunt, girl. Nothing to pick up.
Humor me. I'm a good tracker.
Down the rise to the west, there's a clearing. But a grazer herd couldn't have trampled it better. And if that barbarian gives up Ruas's headdress before they cast him out, let me know. It's valuable. I'm tired of being tired. That's for sure. Greetings.
This is it. The snow's been disturbed a lot, like the Huntress said. Blood on the snow. This is where Ruas fell. It does seem that only 2 people fought here. Not looking good for Inatut. That was used for the killing blow. Didn't try to hide the weapon. Question is Inatut the kind of fighter who hits from behind with a tree branch? Oh, here's something. Lots of leaves and bark scraped off here. And someone pulled out the branch? No. From climbing it. They came through the trees. These are helpful. Bitter, though. If you were waiting here, you'd have a good view of the Karja camp and the clearing. This is nice. Someone covered this over. Maybe trying to hide. Karja armor. This looks bad.
We shouldn't kill so close to the settlement. Someone's here!
Not Banuk. Then she won't be missed.
What's that?
You've been killing Karja. And for what? Revenge for the war?
Who gets to declare that one tribe no longer hates another? I'll tell you, not the ones who fought, not the ones whose songs are silenced, like my kin.
For what you did, another Banuk has been sentenced to certain death. What about his song?
That's why you followed us. For that punch-drunk idiot Inatut. Fate is sharp today. They've already let him out to face his exile. Let's see who the cold claims first.
I need to go after Inatut. But I should find some more evidence first. Trophies. Newer than the rest. Must have belonged to Ruas. So it was a Karja soldiers. Not that it's any excuse. Did they keep any clothes from their victims? This Karja gear's not warm, but if Inatut's naked on a snowfield, he'll take what he gets. Okay, time to get moving. Kind of place you'd take someone if you wanted to lose them forever. I'm not getting up that frozen waterfall. Maybe along the sides. Halfway there. Frozen solid. Mixed feelings about that. In a tut! In a tut! Maybe he found shelter? I hope he found shelter. Behind the rock.
Nora girl? Is it really you, or has the bone chill got through my skull?
I found the real killers. No one else has to die because of this. Take these.
A dead Karja's clothes. Haven't I been beaten down enough? But I won't argue. Square. Thought I saw my ancestors. They said, we're surprised you ended up here.
Better hurry. Machines.
One leaves!
Need them soon enough.
Now that was a fight.
Your trial's over. It was other Banuk who killed that man. Killed him because he was Karja.
You know why I took the first swing at him? He challenged the honor of the Banuk. The honor. That's what I thought.
Come on. Let's get you back.
Once I'm off the mountain, I'll find my own way. I need to think. It's not something I'm used to. Who knows what could happen?
I'll see you at town then. You'd better make it, all right?
I give my pledge.
So by Banuk law, if Inatut survives, he's forgiven. But I want to prove to his chieftain that he wasn't guilty in the first place. Chill almost feels like sunburn. Hardy little plant. You'll help. I should get down and walk.
Have you ever heard the tones of deep din? You Outlanders have. You've chosen a dangerous land to visit, Outlander. But I admire your courage.
Initut told you the truth. This is the headdress stolen from the murdered man. You'll find more in a ravine north and west of here, along with the bodies of the killers.
The exile still served its purpose. He was guilty of our suspicion. Fate has fallen like snow, and should Initut return, he will be absolved.
You can't be serious.
He speaks for the Warwick, my Nora friend.
You look ridiculous. If you would return to my Wirrak, you will behave as a Banuk does.
How does a Banuk behave, my chieftain? Like I did? Accepting a sentence for a crime he did not commit. Or those others who killed in cold blood for crimes that their Karja victims did not. I think what I wear will not make me more or less of a Banuk.
For his own sake, it would be wise for him to think less. Nora, friend.
I'll talk to him. But not for you.
I defied my chieftain's will, spurned my Warwick.
How are you feeling?
As if I've been pounded in the guts. I could just keep walking, but when my anger has thawed, it will leave me with nothing. Where else would I go?
You don't owe them anything. The Warwick doesn't decide who you are. If your exile's proved anything, it should be that. There's so much more out there, beyond your borders and laws. It won't be easy. But I know you can roll with the hits.
But without a Warwick? To be a Banuk alone, what would I be fighting for?
How about yourself, Initut? You just did it.
Huh. I am Initut, who fights for himself. There's a good echo to it, and so many unknown mountaintops to shout it from. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept this gift? A little scrawny weighed against the great boon you gave me, but...
I'm honored. Thank you, Initut.
I must decide what to say to Kopilai. One tooth lost is enough.
If you choose to stay, it should be on your own terms.
This sounds political. I'm not good with politics.
More like a fighting strategy. You survived exile. I bet that doesn't happen much.
I've only heard of it in legends.
You earned your place in the Warwick, Initut. Make them earn you back.
Of all my fights, this is the first time I beat death. I vow to you, it won't be the last. And my song shall grow. You'll hear of it. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept this gift? A little scrawny weighed against the great boon you gave me, but...
I'm honored. Thank you, Initut.
I must decide what to say to Kopilai. One tooth lost is enough.
You can decide for yourself what it means to be a Banuk. It might not be what the chieftain and the shaman tell you. Whether you stay with this Warwick or find another...
I'm better with decisions like, do I start with the left or the right?
There's more to you than your fists, Initut. That's why I believed you.
It was my chieftain who taught me honesty. Said,
A Banuk should not be treacherous when the ice is treacherous enough. I'll sit with my bruises for a time, then talk with her again. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept this gift? A little scrawny weighed against the great boon you gave me, but...
I'm honored. Thank you, Initet.
I must decide what to say to Copuli. One tooth lost is enough.
In the perfect Werak, any one of the hunters would be suited to be chieftain.
Huntress, we should thank you for finding the truth in this sorry mess. Your Banuk came to us to explain what happened. Wearing a long-dead Karja's garb, the priest thought he was having a religious vision.
I've brought back the stolen headdress, too. The inscription inside said it was a soldier's.
An heirloom, handed down to Ruas. His father gave his life to help liberate Meridian. He was no Red Raider.
What a waste.
Like I said, a sorry mess. Well, we'll be returning to the Sundom. May you also go in light.
May the sun light your way.
Don't care what other tribes do. I'll just mind my own. Yes, yes, you're very friendly.
Go for a drink and a bite.
I tell you, never have children if you can avoid it. I'll be doing this.
Save this for later. Like a spider. It carries a container on its back. I wonder what's inside. Tasty. It's over. It wasn't easy, but that rockbreaker won't be hurting anyone anymore.
The claws beneath brought low by an outlander. This part of your song will travel far.
I don't know if I'll ever get used to that.
I've found people rarely live up to their songs. You're an exception, though. And you've done me a true kindness. My foe is buried now, like so many of the hunters it killed. My friend, my chieftain. You would be pleased to know his fate won't befall anyone else. Take this in thanks. I believe you've more than earned it. The claws beneath. How many tried to take it down before you?
We could all use some.
The hunt ends for all eventually. The wise hunter appreciates every draw of the bowstring.
So, machines in the south suffer their own sort of fate.
The last verse of my song is already written. I'm happy to
Pleasant
have
days.
sung a note of yours.
Quick and decisive retribution.
It's deserved.
I didn't think the Tallneck still had any life in it. But I was wrong. We run into each other again.
Found the part. Ready to fix up that weapon?
I am always ready to fix up a weapon.
Never thought I'd be glad to see the inside of a Thunderjaw's mouth.
I sure am. Every machine's a big box of tools. Once they stop trying to kill you, that is. Trust me, Aloy. You won't recognize this ice rail when I'm through. There. Oh, she's perfect. A spear's a spear, right? Poke slash done. Boring. I adjusted the chill water flow, rebalanced here, strapped on a launcher, and now she shoots freezing spikes. Ta-da!
You weren't kidding.
More beautiful, more powerful. That's my guarantee.
You've done good work with this weapon, Varja.
Told you I was good. Anyway, I'm glad she's in your hands.
I've got what you asked for. Show me what you had in mind for the forge fire.
Finally! Was feeling like I neglected her, and that's a little too close to my family life. She's done, and she's yours. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Looks great. I almost expected you to turn it into a burning ropecaster or something.
Nah, she was close to perfect from the start. She's a Varja original, after all.
Thanks for your work on the forge fire.
Pleasure. I mean, you couldn't be more of an improvement on her last owner. What a pile of slag he was.
You're sure you can fix up this thing?
You bet. Probably. Just need that Stormbird talent.
If I find anything I think you'd like, I'll be back around.
You better.
You're looking strong.
You climbed the frozen Tallneck? Seems like a good way to get yourself killed. The cold seeps into your bones. Soon you forget what warmth feels like.
Pleasant days.
We've made short work of other bandit crews, but this one, they're twice as vicious as any other I've seen.
I'm glad to see you, Gildan. Means I don't have to go pry you out of a flooded dam.
Yes, I'm glad as well. Heard the fires were heating up for you. Headed back up to the mountain, huh?
That's the plan.
I'm not sure what I can do to... if I can do anything to... You don't want old Gildan tagging along, getting you trapped some damn place. But you saved my life. You showed me kindness, so...
So you're here.
So I'm here.
Thanks, Gildan.
Be safe, Aloy. And when it's done, you come tell me a story for once.
You're still breathing. Good.
I think I could override even machines like you by finding that cauldron. I can get out of this. the trail.
I'm honored to behold the Outlander beat a champion's time at the hunting grounds.
Sakuli has finished her painting, and Song's Edge is stranger for it. Closer to the Nuke lands, they should exercise some caution.
Corruption in the south, demons in the cut. Some days it seems like the blue light has no hold on it.
When the blue light guides, only a fool chooses a different path. The smoke from Thunder's drum is a bad omen. Always it rises, but of late, it rises faster. You will rely on this spear during these dark days. Remember this. Your spear is not your own. It belongs to the light. Forget not the songs of those hunters whose spears are broken. There's nothing in between. I can taste the blood this spear that spilled seeps into your bones. Soon, you forget what your weapon yearns for the hunt. You will need to tame its spirit. I transfer unto the spear your legs.
No one hunts like the Banuk, but I've heard the Nora can handle their bows.
A blessed weapon still demands a skill.
We run into each other again. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were following me.
Hope you're holding up all right. Stay safe if you can.
There was an old Banuk tradition to determine who had the strongest will. Some parts of Vanor still use it. You take a hot coal in your fist, and then hold it until you must plunge it into the snow. There were many warriors in those days with a strong will and a ruined
Sure,
hand.
the Oseram act tough, but send them to the cut.
I should have dropped the coal. Do you understand?
I'm trying, my chieftain.
I hewed to tradition, even though I was certain you did not commit the crime. I was wrong. You should not have to fight for the Werak's honor without knowing that.
I've only heard my chieftain apologize once before, and that was to the old chieftain, on the end of her spear.
I think you got the better deal then. Well, I'd say look after yourself, but...
Careful doesn't come naturally to me, I know.
May the blue light guide you.
I thought I knew what it was to be Banuk. Turns out it's more complicated. I took a lot of falls before something finally rattled loose up here.
Sakuli's painting is complete, but what does it mean?
My mother says I should keep quiet. I don't need any help.
Another hunting party with their throats cut and their bodies looted. These bandits will pay.
The demon claimed many lives before we brought it down. Those we lost must be remembered.
Foolish hunters equip cheap bows and shoddy spears, then act surprised when the hunt eludes them.
The tall neck should be a symbol of movement and life, not one of ice and death. You've set things right.
Good. I can use this. Just stay out of their way for now. Solid ice. I'm not getting through here.